Hello everybody, I'm /MVC. Welcome back to Terminus, a zombie survivors. It's time to start a new run. Let's try the firefighter. Alright, he starts with 4 strength, 3 health, 1 observation, 1 combat, 1 agility, 1 dexterity. We got 3 points to spend. Now, observation is great. Being able to see further helps. Combat, always good. Agility, help you avoid attacks. Dexterity. Durability of crafted items increased. It could be helpful. I think I may craft some items this time. I like observation, and so let's take a point in that. Health, we could bump up even more. So our strength is going to be carry weight, and our health is going to be how much action points we recover. Let's take an extra point in that. We're going to recover 12 AP every turn. So we're going to recover over half of our AP pool. And what is our AP pool anyway? Is it always 20? Look down here. Is it in the agility? No. So agility or dexterity? Let's see. We can decrease our move AP also, which will also get us to be a little bit more mobile. I think I want to be more mobile. Let's not rely on crafted items. Let's put a point in agility. We can select a trait. We can spend 4 points here. Thank you for your comment. So we can go carb lover, believer. Doubles morale recovery when reading the Bible. I may go for that. That's good because the Bible's a good morale recovery item. Adaptable sleeper lets you sleep anywhere, including outside the building. I don't plan on doing that. Let's go believer. I like that. This is Athena? No. Galen. Ah, Freddy. Perfect. There we go. I like my redheaded firefighter named Freddy. The alliteration is too cool. Let's go to our settings. We want normal difficulty, but permadeath on, because it's not a game if you're not playing on permadeath, my opinion. I'm still working on Sanctuary, so we're going to do that. I won't try the other scenarios yet until I beat Sanctuary a few times. Welcome to run number 2. We ready to begin? Let's begin. Oh, yeah. It seems to build the whole world all at one time. I like how Cataclysm kind of builds on the fly. Oh, that coffee's vile. Going through a window requires extra AP. Also, there's a probability of a sprain. For that reason, I'm going to avoid using windows until I can craft sprain-related bandages. Arrive at Terminus safely. I'm going to warn you. I have been practicing in between episodes on a separate profile. No guarantee, but I may have learned a thing or two. I feel pretty hopeful that I'll reach Terminus this time. Just gonna loot this whole house before I see what I looted. I just grabbed everything. Okay, see that? Oh, that's a table. What is this? That's a desk? Yeah. Okay. What I want is a kitchen counter. I've discovered that you can get a good weapon out of those. Alright, that's great. So, let's check our loots before we explore the yard. We got, mackerel is fresh. I'd like to cook it, but I don't have a pot yet. Stale in 23 hours. So that's probably going to become fertilizer. Literally. Dried fish lasts forever. That'll be our emergency food supply. We'll live on the bread today. Drink a little beer. Got 2 waters. That's nice. We started with the fire axe. The flashlight that we found looks like it can be used 4 times. It's not broken. That's a big bonus. Knit gloves to keep your hands warm. I won't put those on yet. We don't need the fanny pack or the tote bag yet, I don't think. We found some thread, metal, and a plank, which is good. Now I could use the fire axe to break down any of this stuff, but refrigerator will give metal sheets, which I can use to make scrap metal. But I'd really rather break down a counter. We're looking for rocks. There's a rock. Now, here's the thing I learned. Let's say I want to move, it's 3 AP to move 5 squares. It's 1 AP to move 1 square. So moving 1 square at a time, it would cost 5 AP to get here. But instead, if you move the whole distance, you save 40% of your AP. Here's an example. Is 5.9 AP to move to here. If I move 1 square at a time, it would cost me that much to move to here. So it's good to move as far as possible on each move. You're going to save a lot of action points that way. The limiting factor is going to be the areas that you cannot see. But as long as you save some AP for suddenly revealed zombie, you should be fine. Now we've got exits in all directions, so I think I'll explore the ones behind me first, and then we'll never return to those locations. So I'm going to start out by going... Do they link, I wonder? We don't know yet, do we? Let's go to this one. Another thing I want to do this time is I'm going to mark my areas as explored or unexplored. So I'm going to add a note here. Spawn, explored. And there's a fridge here I can break down later if I need metal. Okay, discovered another house. Now just moving 1 square here is tempting because I'll, let's rest first. I can move to that corner, unveil a little bit, safer against zombies. But if I have enough action points, it's better. Just go ahead and walk as far as possible. So you see, I still had 11 left, so we're all good there. Now, if I go to attack this zombie, we're going to use what for a weapon? See, I got to wear out my fire axe on him if I want to attack him. You don't have to attack every zombie. So, like, we could probably make a stone knife and then some spears and then hold on to our fire axe durability. But in this case, I don't have to fight him. I could just go over here. It's only 3 AP. Because I'm moving a long distance at a time, I get a big AP savings. So it's not hard to explore the whole yard, all in 1 turn, basically. Or practically. Maybe 2 turns. And with my last of it, I'll check this door. Yeah, so we can force that door with our fire axe. If we had action points. Now that will have done something to the durability of our fire axe. We lost 6% durability. You can't do that all the time. Table is not what I'm looking for, but we'll check it for goodies. Got some cheese, that's good. Oh yeah, no, that was a good find on food. That bone could become a bone knife, I believe. I want to check that. What do I need for a bone knife? Just 4 rags. Okay, excellent. We may be able to make a bone knife. Having a knife will allow us to make a spear, so to get rags, maybe we can find some clothing in the wardrobe here. And it's not enough clothing. Ah, there's a kitchen counter. There's my ticket to a melee weapon right there. So let's move all the way to this door. Perfect. Compression bandage. Now I don't have to be afraid to go in through a window. That low probability of a sprain is still there. Crackers, another flashlight, and a tote bag we could disassemble if we wanted rags. And some more goodies. Alright, excellent. I should be able to disassemble something. I needed what? Do I need 2 rags or 4? I don't remember. Let's take apart one of these lower durability ones. Oh, this. Oops, wrong menu. Here we go. Okay, that gave us a rag right there. We can make a wood spear? No, we lack the tool. So it'll show you the recipe even if you lack the tool, which I find slightly confusing. Okay, I need 2 more rags. Huh. I'm going to break down this counter. Because a counter is, I think, the only thing that will give you that steel pipe. Makes a pretty good weapon. Save the durability on that fire axe for breaking stuff down, breaking into doors. I'd like to break down all the refrigerators at some point. But anyway, for now, I'm going to map note this area here as explored. And it has a refrigerator. We can go to the other unidentified place, it seems. We know there's a zombie right here. So, there he is. But he can't move to the exit all in one turn, so we might as well just walk to the exit and then we can leave him alone. There's a little corner here that's unexplored, but there's not enough room for a car or a garden down there, I doubt. So, but I'll be checking yards for that reason. Garden could be a big boon. Hello, zombie. Hello, bone knife. Looky there. Okay. Here's our ticket to making spears. Got a crude arrow here as well. Alright, let's try this new weapon. I'm going to take this guy down, so we'll use the steel pipe. One-shot the zombie and grab his rag. Hell yes, I want that knife too. For sure. Now let's look at that recipe, because we should be able to make the wooden spear using that knife and 2 planks, which we have. So we'll probably craft one tonight. I don't think I'm going to do a bow and arrow. This character doesn't have the dexterity for that, so... At 4 AP. Got 3 hours until sunset. Looks like we'll be sleeping in this house, most likely. I'm going to try the door. Hopefully it's open. Oh, the door, that's an interior door. My bad. Like I said, I'm going to waste some action points here. We could have gotten in the house already. But we checked the yard and we didn't get a sprain, so that's good. Yeah, door's open. Cool. Refrigerator here. Alright, we're good on water for sure. Alright, 1 more hour until sunset. And we're dehydrated, so we can eat a tomato, which will hydrate some. I don't have a pan to cook with yet, so we're gonna have to just eat our vegetables. Work. Try to munch on the perishables, and we could make... Can we cook fish on a skewer? Check the freshness of the fish. Stale in 11 hours, so we may cook that tonight. You know what we'll need, though, is way to start a fire. I haven't found a lighter yet. But with a skewer and fire starter, let's look over here. So the skewer is going to take 1 stick. Then we can make a primitive fire starter somewhere. Let's look. Here it is. That's going to be 2 planks. So... basically, we're at 3 planks total. Sure, primitive fire starter here. Also 8 threads, so we can take apart a bandage. We don't have to craft the knife now, so we're all good on that. Or we'll craft it later to replace this one. The durability is probably not going to cut the mustard, actually. Never mind. Let's make our own knife. Okay, we found another counter, so you know what that means. Alright, give me some clothing and we'll be good. Hell yeah, just like that. There's no bed here. No pillow, no blanket, no bed. No problem. Carrying a little bit of weight at this point, but I had avoided putting on the tote and the fanny pack. We can do now. That'll take some of our weight off. And then we're going to do some crafting, which will help. And you may think, why do I need spears if I've got these? And you know what? You might not be wrong. We're doing pretty good, but we will need a knife to make like the primitive fire starter and the skewer. So that's the first thing I need to craft. I'm going to take something with a low durability. Like this has 42%. Yeah, let's take the windbreaker apart. Okay, we've got everything we need to make the bone knife now. Or the stone knife. Let's start with the bone knife. Alright, energy has about run out. Morale is plummeting. Gonna get this done. Eating that fish, once we cook it, might give us a little bit of a morale boost. Sleeping will give us a morale boost. I guess we'll determine whether to drink the beer when we wake up in the morning. I don't have, I don't have a rag to cover that window with. Let's, do I need one? Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. We can come over here and try to sleep, I guess. Let's try it. Hooray. So, energy and morale is increasing. We'll wake up and drink a beer. That's the best way to improve a man's morale right there. Wake up and drink a beer. So, it's, mackerel's about to go bad. So, okay, we're going to do some crafting. In order to do that, it sticks, right? Look at it again. Primitive fire starter. Uses 2 planks, okay? And then the skewer uses a stick. So we need to disassemble one of our planks. Okay. We needed thread, I believe. 8 thread. So that means taking apart one of our jackets. And then taking apart the rag. Now we've got the thread, we can make a primitive fire starter. And we're going to make a skewer. Okay, the bone knife was broken. The first knife. But it made the skewer first. Now our other knife, the one that we crafted, I believe, is going to finish making our fire starter so we can cook that fish. Okay, it's daylight and the zombie has finally found us. Right, now to start a fire with that thing, it says kindle. I don't have a, oh, I found a match. I didn't have to do that, but that's okay. Well, let's try it. We're gonna kindle. It's better to have a higher dexterity if you're gonna try to do this. There we go. Got a fire going. Should be able to cook that cheese, fish now. Yeah, fish skewer. There we go. What do we get out of that? Satiety 13. That's much better. Morale +1. So we can eat the fish that we cooked and drink a beer to go with it. Will improve our morale somewhat. Hydration a little bit. And top it off with a little water. Got onion seeds also. They can be eaten. They can be a recipe ingredient. You can plant them. I'd say that day went pretty well. Everything's looted. Yeah. We're at 19 on our weight. So checking the map. We need to mark this as explored. There's one more unidentified place in the far corner. I guess we'll hit that and then we'll go around the loop. Exploring houses. Ah! You've accumulated some experience. Alright, rescue expertise will decrease the condition reduction on axes and crowbars. It would be good. Be very good. Extra damage when melee attacking the head, or less AP consumption when searching or inspecting. We're going to be relying on that firefighter axe, I think, later. So I want to go ahead and get rescue expertise. The zombie does not know that we are not there. Okay, here's a refrigerator. I'm gonna go on into the house. Since the door's open. Nice. Another fish fillet. I'll be making another skewer, I believe. Ooh, couch to sleep on here. Ah, very good. A Bible. That's what we needed. We're a believer. We get 2 morale for every AP spent. We will always have good morale at this point. And the last lootable. Ah, a kitchen knife. Nice. Alright, so we've stocked up on food pretty good. Eat that tomato. This is going to go stale after 13 hours. By the way, stale does not mean rotten, so that fooled me for a long time. As I was test playing this game, I didn't ever want my food to go stale, but it's still edible. Very edible. Okay, so neither of these watches has a oh, that one has a charge. So, let's see. You either need a watch or an alarm clock. So what we could do is disassemble the alarm clock because we've got the watch. We don't need 2 watches. We might need 2 flashlights. Our guidebook is for a library, and we've got a recipe for bolognese pasta, which probably not going to help me much. Let's look at disassembling these here. Going to keep the weight off, and it's going to keep us in crafting parts too. Oh, wasted some AP just walking 1 square there. Okay, got another rock. Rocks are going to be our key to, like, stone axe for sure. Maybe hammer. Going to be some situations where I'll need the scrap plastic also. Whoops. And I want to see the rest of the yard. Alright, that's it. So I'm going to note that there's still a fridge here. And we can go straight north to the other unidentified place. Whoa, 13 AP to move? My goodness. I think I'll go over here and shut this window. Oh! Really? You're just gonna casually walk in the window? That could have been a sprain, pal. Nice couch here. Got some nuts and some salt. Now, salt will increase the enjoyability and calorie Yeah, street map. That's what we needed. Now we've got, okay, we can craft a repair kit using this recipe book, and including arrows and stuff, too. Oh, that's good. That was a good crafting book to find. The repair kit could help us keep a fire axe going. I'm sure we'll need to find some wood glue or something. Got 2 planks here. How much do I have? I got 3 planks. I think usually you're going to need 1 or 2 planks. Carrying 4 makes sense. Map fragment and ammunition. Wow, that's surprising. Alright, our map fragment gave us a look at all of this. Now, nice thing, look at there. It also gave us this fire station, it seems. That's going to be my #1 destination right there. Reach the fire station. That's my goal. That's my plan to reach Terminus. Hop from fire station to fire station, baby. Alright, so we can sleep here on this couch. I'll grab that rag to cover the window. Another fish. We'll make 2 skewers, so I'll pick up these planks along the way. We'll need to shut this door. With any luck, I can cover that window. Whoops. Wasted some AP there. Alright, so we need a fire. I need 2 skewers, don't I? 'Cause I'm pretty sure the skewer gets consumed. Yeah, it does. So, let's craft... How's our knife doing? That's 100%. Okay. Craft a skewer. And we'll get a fire going. And then we'll read the Bible some, probably. So I want to use this. Okay. If you don't think you can cook enough in 1 turn, that's a 1-turn fire right there. So what we could do is burn a book we don't need, or I don't want to burn either one of my planks or my sticks. You can burn rags. Yeah, you might be able to burn a map fragment. Oh yeah, that'll help a little bit. Bologna's pasta can go, I think. Oh, good. We got gas station guidebook information. Excellent. I'm not ever going to make bolognese pasta. There we go. Now we've got plenty. We know that we'll have enough AP to cook these. Oh, I should have made 3 skewers. We've also got a small meat. What does it take to do dried meat? Ah, salt. No, we have salt. Oh, we would need a pan. That's why we can't do that. That's okay. Meat skewer or... Where's my fish skewer? Any fish. Don't have. What's this? Fish fillet. That's weird. But... What? That's fish? There's something weird going on here. Fish fillet. Let's look at it again. Any knife or any fish. Okay, you use a knife with your fish to make a fish fillet. Oh. A fish skewer cannot be made with a fish fillet. Cooked fish requires a pan. Damn it. All right, then we'll make a meat skewer. We can make vegetable skewers also. Since I can't do the fish thing, I'm going to put those. You can add more ingredients to get more out of your food dish. All right. See how we'll do on that then. Can I just eat this raw? I can. Oh, okay. So this will last 43 hours. That will last 27 hours. And you can eat the fish fillets just like that. No chance of getting sick. There we go. You know, hey, what the heck, you know? Hydrate a little bit. And then I think we want to read the Bible some. Can't read. Oh, I'm out of our AP. I may want to sleep to find out how much AP I need to recover. We've got 1.5 left on the fire. I think I'm done using it though, so it should be fine. Go ahead and try to sleep until energy fully restored. Another mistake I was making when I first started playing this was trying to sleep until morning, which is a horrible waste. You're losing all that satiety and hydration. You're not actually gaining anything, except maybe morale, maybe some healing, depending on if you need it. But water is already an issue for us, though, I'll tell you that. So anyway, our morale reached 12. What we can do now is just read the Bible fully, like that. That left us 14 AP still, so we've filled our morale. Now I'm going to hydrate. Okay, now we're fully hydrated. We can have breakfast in the form of a fish fillet. All right. Now we're doing pretty dang good, if you ask me. So the next thing we got to figure out, we got 5 hours before morning, so we want to make some progress in some area. That may be to go ahead and make a wooden spear, I think. Because those are handy to have for various reasons. So let's go ahead and work on that. Over here, wooden spear is just going to be those 2 planks. Start crafting that. It's going to take durability off of our knife. So we're exchanging knife durability for spear durability. Which may not be a great trade, to be honest, but it is what it is. What we wound up with then is a wooden spear with a very low durability, but does 1 to 1.2 damage. It can attack diagonally. This is good for having fighting decayed zombies, for one. For another thing, yeah, we got 2 knives. Durability on them both are about half. So I think hopefully we're going to eventually come out on the durability of this right here. The next thing I can do, though, should we look for a gas station? It seems a bit early. I think we should look at the repair kit recipes, maybe. Okay, we learned how to make a crude arrow. So what I want to do is go ahead and get some progress made until the sun comes up. then these books can be traded or burnt later. Looks like we can actually finish this book. Let's try it. Yep. Okay, we now know how to make a repair kit. That will help us in the future. A lot, most likely. Let's look at the recipe. Repair kit is going to be scrap metal or scrap plastic, tape, and glue. Now, tape is kind of hard to find. Tape is kind of hard to find sometimes. But that's okay. We've got more reading we can do. We've got 2 hours until sunrise, so when I either check my street map, I think that's what I'll do. Yeah, let's use the street map. Okay. Now we pretty much bet we're going to these 3 places no matter what they are. I'm going to be moving directly to that one, and then probably that one, and then probably that one. There's an unidentified place down here. See if we can get 2 spots out of this here. No. Is there anything in the middle? No. These dangerous places being close to our spawn is pretty weird. I need to get around the dangerous place so I can get to the fire station. Let's see if there's another... Oop, I saw a 3 there. There. Right there, 3. Electronic store, house, and a railroad right there. See if we've got another path to the fire station. 2. Not enough AP. I was sure I saw a 3. But maybe it's just 2. There. Okay. Now we know what's going on. So we can go to unidentified place, and from there we can either go to these 2, which are almost certainly houses, or we can go this way, pharmacy, house, fire station. We're going to be around a dangerous place for a lot of that trip. Unless we skip the pharmacy, go to the electronics store. We could go around and try to get to the fire station that way. I think that would be beneficial. That's going to be my tentative plan for now. We got 1 more hour until sunrise. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and get ready to head that direction. We need to explore the rest of the yard, though. There's enough room. There could be a car here and a garden here. We don't know. I'll get ready to see. Wait 1 more hour. That'll top off the AP. Let the sun come up. Okay, nothing in the yard here. Can pick up some scrap plastics. We only need 1 street map, so there's no reason to pick that one up. Now, which way are we exiting? Pretty much we have to exit top right to not repeat ourselves. So we'll go to here. All right. 10 AP to move to the other place. Why is that? Is it a long path or something? Oh, did I mark that last place? Here we go. Every one of those refrigerators is like 3 scrap metal, but I've got to be spending the durability of my fire axe every time for that too, which I'm not willing to do right now. There's a door here. We can get there. And there's a car. Okay, this could be good. It might be worthless. We can move up 1 for 1.2. Okay. Check it out. Wow, you've got to be shitting me. Okay, so the car does not need repairs. It's got 1.3 fuel economy. It's not terrible. It means it could move about 10 squares on a full tank. Got batteries and antidepressants in there. So all we need to do is fuel it up, and we've got a car. So that's big. That is big. That is huge. As soon as I find a gas can. Actually, I know where I'm going to get a gas can. Okay, that door's locked. One's locked. Okay, it's either risk a sprain. I think we found a compression bandage, didn't we? Yeah, we did. But we haven't... I'm going to try the window. Locked. Alright. Now let's try not to get a sprain. Okay. I keep rotten food now, by the way, because... Is that a counter? Oh, yeah. Okay. Ooh, all good finds. Radio's broken. I need a screwdriver. So we'll have to find a screwdriver, fix the radio, then we can find out where Terminus is. That's meat that never spoils. So that's a great find. Okay, fantastic. Getting a little heavy, but you know what we can do is start using the car as a storage bin. Look where we are. We're here. There should be gas at the fire station. It's kind of a long walk. 1, 2, 3, and then there. So if we start hoarding here in the car, not going to be great, but what we could do is we could hoard here in the car and we can loot all these locations and keep stashing our loot in the car with the idea that later when we move the car, we're moving our loot hoard. You know, that would be my plan. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. Anything I don't strictly need can go in the car. One of those houses might be... Yeah, I'll take dirty water, I guess. One of those houses might be a fortified house. Now, if we build reputation with a fortified house, we can potentially trade for a gas can. So there's a thing to make kebabs. I'll be reading that. Okay, this is a tough call right here, right? Because keepsake is great because you're going to get more items off of zombies. This one is freaking fantastic. That's 20% added experience, so we're going to level up a lot faster. However, this one here is going to far reduce the condition loss on our tools. Should be nice to have early on too, but I think we can get this later. I'm going to take fast learning now. The sooner you pick up that skill, the more it pays. So, yeah. Okay. Ooh, he's a fast one. This door's open down here, it seems. See if he comes to the window. Oh, yeah. Now, if I want to save the durability on my steel pipes, I think I'll save the durability on my spear too, though. What I'm going to do is just use up. I'll save my knives for crafting. This is for popping doors open, so it looks like the machete is what we're going to use. Huh. Yeah, the lighter doesn't have much gas, unfortunately, but... Oh, hello. And that's why you save some AP back. I think we can kill him this round, though. Ooh. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. Oh. No. Well, we erred. Do I have an energy drink? No, I do not. Wow, that was a big mistake. Looks like we're gonna have to live with the consequences of our actions. That could have gone a lot worse. I can get some of that AP back by sleeping tonight. I mean, HP. But that's the kind of thing right there that can end your run, no doubt about it. Guidebook to electronics stores. Now I'm gonna go ahead, I think we're gonna be sleeping here? Got 6 hours until night. Almost enough time to go to the next destination, isn't it? But I need to put stuff in the car. I might as well grab that bandage too while I'm at it. See what we can do for our food here. Could probably make another vegetable skewer and eat the banana. I don't think we can do anything with the shrimp, but I'm not sure. Let's eat our skewers. There we go. Full up on that. Hydration is rarely a problem, but it can be a problem. Yeah, we'll cook skewers tonight probably, which means we're going to need to stay on top of our plank situation. Well, just in case we sleep here, I'll shut this door. Sometimes I like sleeping in these hallways and stuff. But anyway, let's go grab this plank. Drop some stuff off in the car. Of course, I do have a flashlight. Don't have to be totally bound by, okay. Oh, a battery. Speaking of a flashlight, I forgot that was there. I'm not going to need the antidepressants because I've got the Bible. We'll put the antidepressants in there. Might get a sprain. I'm not likely to get a burn, but the ointment will give HP back. Having a bandage is nice. Energy boost. Sometimes you need it. And weapon-wise, for now, I'm going to put my good condition one in here, because we're saving that for later. Fishing pole we don't need right now. We got a lighter and a match. So technically, we won't need that for a little while. You know what, though? It's got more charges than the lighter and the match, so let's hold on to everything. I only need one of these flashlights, so we'll put that flashlight away. And I only need one of these watches. I didn't realize that they get used every time you use the alarm, apparently. I'm gonna hold on to the batteries in case I need to refill the flashlight. You know, here's where we can take a few of these apart for rags. But what are we wearing? We could put the jacket on. It's gonna give a little defense. 1.5. I'm gonna wear that. Leather gloves increase your damage output, which is rather nice. Now the school bag is probably better than the tote bag. Barely. Barely better. But it is better. I don't need 2 pairs of these gloves. I'm going to put the best condition cardigan in here. There we go. We'll tear the rest of it apart. Then we're going to read one of these. I don't need to read that one yet. We might as well read the gas station guidebook, I guess. Don't need the library guidebook. I'm done with those crafting recipes. I want to read the kebab. Hold on to the Bible. Our weight is still kind of high because we're carrying all these planks and stuff. I need to make at least a couple of kebabs. Other than that, I may be done with the planks. Let's look here about making some kebab, whatchamacallums here, skewers. Let's make a couple of these. Okay, and then we can store the other ones. They're weighing right now about 6, So we can put that in the car. We'll hold on to the sticks. That might be something useful. And the stone, scrap plastic. Stones aren't that heavy. We've got wood glue. Okay, that's part of our repair kit, by the way. So let's look here at the repair kit. We need 2 glue and 2 tape for the repair kit, so let's hold off on that. Yeah, I may just stay here. I've got enough food. I think I can just stay here and make a little progress toward things. We can sew up that window. I'll probably sleep in the hallway around here somewhere. And so let's get a fire going. Oh, we can. We can make a shrimp skewer. I wonder, optional pepper or salt. Let's add a little salt to that. And then I want to make a vegetable skewer. That'll use the onion and the carrot. Go. Any vegetables? That'll help. Cool. Then we can hold on to those and just eat the banana now. No, we don't need satiety. We're good. Just look into the future. Alright, let's read our books, get some sleep, and then we'll tackle the rest in the morning. I want to read this about kebabs. Probably should have read that before I started cooking. Read the gas station guidebook. Now that'll display 1 gas station. We can keep reading it until it reveals the location of all gas stations. Pretty handy. And that's all of them, I believe. Okay, there you go. There's 3 gas stations on the map. One of them is here, right past the fire station. Hell yes. Then we've got another gas station on the way to that fire station. And one at the very end of the map, apparently. So there you go. If we can fuel up our car, drive to this gas station, we can probably fuel up and drive to that gas station. There's a research center over here. That's a different ending than the one we're going for. We want to beat the regular mission first, just arrive at Terminus. Alright, the sun sets in 1 hour. So what do I want to do now? Let's get something. We need a wooden needle, for one, so we can repair clothing. So let's look at that right now. What can I do about a wooden needle? Here we go. Use a stick. Craft that. And we can disassemble some of these clothes. That's my inventory. All these screens look similar, but they do different things. Okay, I'm going to disassemble these cardigans. That sweater. And disassemble that, so I've got some thread. Now I can use my needle to repair something like the jacket I don't need to repair. Put that on. That I don't need to repair yet, so that's good. Let's put our backpack on. Forgot to do that. There we go, that'll help. Yeah, making progress, slowly but surely. So, go ahead and sleep till energy is fully restored. Now, if you've got a pillow and a blanket and a couch to sleep on, you can pretty much get all your sleeping done in 2 hours, maybe 3 hours. You won't heal, but yeah, you don't have to sleep much. In our case, we slept for like a mere few hours too. We got 4 hours until daylight, and our morale is not as good as it could be. So I'm going to read the Bible, and as a believer, that will lift my spirits. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and eat this banana now. And the shrimp skewer. Wow, that's a low satiety. Look at that. Good God. That was almost nothing. The vegetable skewer becomes stale, and we'll eat it toward the end of the day. And we don't have to wait for the sun to come up. So, I'm going to drop some stuff off in the car and then we'll decide which way to go. This we need to note. Car. Which also means stash in our case. So we either break north now to reach the fire station. Or I think I'm just going to go ahead and keep looping around here and see if we find a fortified house. Because that could give us the fuel that we need. We also need a siphon pump. So I'm going to have to start looking for more... Oh, I think it's plastic chunks. So from here we want to go right and then right again and then hopefully loop down. Let's look at the siphon pump we're going to need. It's a makeshift deal, I believe. There. 5 scrap plastics. So we're 1 short and tape, which we have to find. So there you go. Sunrise in 3 hours. I'm going to get a jump on sunrise here. Unidentified place we can move to. We still got our flashlight going. Got 7 AP left. So if I move to the window, if we need to get in the house right away, we can. Let's try it. One's locked. I'm gonna go ahead and pop it. And a bookcase and a dresser. And a desk. Oh, we got a screwdriver. Hell yes. Excuse me. All right, so what can we do with a screwdriver? We can repair this radio. So, it's got charge, but it's got 7.1 of brokenness. Let's see how long it'll take to repair. If we use this, wait, what's the durability? Oh, that's good. We use the screwdriver on the radio. And it's got 5.3 brokenness. It'll take about 4 hours total to repair the radio. That's if we just stand here and do nothing but that. But there's really no reason. We can work on it as we pedal around the house. This book will increase our agility stat. That's worth reading. This is Cage Trap and Rain Barrel. I don't plan on needing a rain barrel, but I'll take both of those. Nonetheless. You can always burn your books. Rice is a nice find, I think. Now here's a good example. I can either waste a bunch of AP pushing down this hallway, or we can just work on repairing the radio for a minute. And there we go. Meat pie recipe. A bone. Always handy. Oh, wow. Is this house really tiny? Hard to tell. Forget if we dropped off our planks. Yeah, we did. Go ahead and pick one up. There's the last scrap plastic we needed. Now all we need is tape. Working lantern. There's nothing to sneeze at. Is this a hallway? Could be. It could be. I doubt it though. Huh, interesting. I need to reveal the yard. Okay, we got a zombie over here. stone, flashlight. Look down here. Oh! We can hit him at an angle with that spear, or we can just drop down and pop him one. I think I'll just drop down. Save that spear for decayed zombies. Now, where do we want to go from here? We've been there, the south location. We need to go this direction again. I guess I'll take this rag. There's some more scrap plastics, and the house door is already open. Yeah, baby. That's pretty good. A potato can be planted in the ground if you want to start a garden. Gas station guidebook we don't need. Hardware store guidebook might come in handy, huh? Scrap plastics over there I didn't get. Uh-oh. Close that door. Luckily we heard that zombie down there. Didn't walk in there and take some damage. Hello? Yeah, he's just a regular guy. No problem. And that's a table. Unfortunately, it's not a counter. Oh my god, yes. Gas can. And it's got fuel in it. Oh, wow. Oh, we're in business now. We are in business now. So, between the fuel can... oh, yeah. Okay, so that is enough fuel. Map. The car is here. That's enough fuel to drive not quite all the way to the gas station. So, but here's what I think I'll do. I'll drive the car to the electronics store and we'll set up there, which is 2 squares away from the dangerous place. And when we can go back down here and explore the house and the pharmacy and the house, go grab fuel from the fire station, and it's going to be a short walk back to the electronics store. That ought to fill the car up to the point that we can drive to the gas station from there. A plan is developing, and I think that this time we're going to make it to Terminus. Thank you for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it half as much as I did. I had a frickin' blast. I'll see you in the next one. In the meantime, I'll see you in the comments. Take care.